All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back again. This is another newer video that I wanted to get a reaction for. This isn't really something that's like up Frankie's alley, but I wanted to get a take on it because I saw it had just come out. I love the Wonder Years. They were a band that I got like super into and like still love to this day. I love their work. I love Soupy's work as Aaron Weston. I forgot what the fucking name of the rest of the band is or whatever. It's like his solo thing. But yeah, this is a band that has like progressed and progressed and progressed and like are in their own lane of like pop punk. So when Spencer introduced me to pop punk and like the newer age of it, this was like a staple band of that. They're super good. And I watched like a minute of this video and I was like, I have to stop. This is going to hurt me so bad, but I have to stop and I have to get Frankie's reaction and I have to react to it for the first time. So yeah, we'll be reacting to the Wonder Years and the song is Out on My Feet. Came out like a week ago. And I guess we'll get into it.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god, the pigeon suit.
Yep. Dude.
All right, pause it. So I actually so far I really like this song.
Okay, good.
I like it because it has that very like mid 2000s like pop punk feel. Obviously, like I didn't catch all the words, but like he's talking about like student loans, like sick of shoveling like snow, stuff like that. Like very much like that I hate being here type of feel that you would get like from like back in the day from like Sum 41 or like Fall Out Boy and like Blink 182, stuff like that. So like the lyrics so far and just the overall sound and like feel is just like textbook pop punk.
Yeah.
And it's super good. Like this is something that I would absolutely like just play in my car and like just jam out to.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Like this is definitely good.
So the biggest thing that I want to touch on is like the Wonder Years for quite a bit of time now have been going in like a newer direction from their like older stuff. So this video kind of like hits me a little bit because they're like going back to their roots really when they're doing this. That's why like you're seeing a lot of the pigeon suit. That's like a big thing with them. That's kind of like their mascot of like the whole band is a pigeon. And like all the older like live videos from them playing back in the day. So like right when I heard like the drum start and like the guitar riffs and everything like that, I was like, I have to stop this. I have to react to this like with Frankie, and it has to be like a genuine like first reaction. And like it's pulling at my heartstrings, man. And I fucking love it. I love it so much.
I think it's good because I think a lot of bands do find success when they kind of go back to their roots after experimenting with different stuff. Like I know a perfect example of that was like Metallica from like the Black Album. Like obviously like everyone loved the Black Album when it came out, excluding me. I still don't really like the Black Album. But like they did that, like Saint Linger and like Load and Reload. Like they try to do like different sounds, and then eventually they went back to like their thrash metal roots with Death Magnetic, where Death Magnetic wasn't their best thrash metal album by any means, but it was really good and people really latched onto it because it was like they were going back to their roots from like Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All and Master Puppets and and Justice for All. So I like it when bands like kind of they obviously like they're artists.
Yeah.
They are going to experiment with different genres and different sounds if they see fit.
Mhm.
And but I always like it because I feel like a lot of bands and artists after they experiment, they kind of almost get that itch to like go back and like find their roots and like almost like rediscover that original sound that they
Yeah.
had. And then you get that feel from them, but they still bring something new because they've obviously learned and taken things from all of those other genres and like sounds that they tried and experimented with. So it's like you get the best of both. You get that old sound, but then it has like new flavor to it,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's
exactly what's
great. Like,
going on with this right now. Because the thing is
yeah,
like, it's not like I didn't like the old Wonder Year, like the newer Wonder Year stuff. Like
hmm
I still love it. Like their newest album. I don't know if they have one that just came out, but like the one that's like newest to me was like still like so good. Like they're just
hmm
amazing. And then like hearing them like put a new touch on like an older sound that they had is like so it's like I don't know how to explain it, but like so much music
yeah.
has come out this year of like people going back to like how they used to sound with like a newer touch to it, and it's like I don't know. I think like all of us like needed it this year because it has fucking sucked this year.
Oh yeah.
So
The thing is like thankfully there has been like a good string of like new music coming out of this year
yeah,
in the shitstorm that is 2020.
yeah,
But like the music has definitely been a saving grace that I think a lot of people have like as they've been quarantined and things like that. Maybe being in quarantine has allowed because obviously you can't do like tours, interviews are much harder to do. So maybe that like time and like like in quarantine and kind of isolation and stuff like that maybe allowed a lot of these artists to kind of sit and really think and like experiment with their music and things like that and sounds and maybe dabble with like the actual music more so than they had been able to do previously just because they don't have the option of going on tour and
yeah.
doing, you know, like shows and all that stuff. So I don't know, like that's a complete shot in the dark on my end, but
Hmm.
it's a possibility.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one. I think it's also opened a lot of opportunities for bands to realize what they can do. So like live
Yeah,
streaming their music or
yeah,
like taking time to like go back and play like old songs, and it's made them realize like fuck, like I missed this. Like let's go back to that a
yeah.
little bit. So
Yeah,
like
because I feel like with a lot of bands, you probably at a certain point almost kind of get sick of having to play like these old songs that everyone like goes crazy for over and over again. Just because like if you play a concert and you have this hit song, like you have to play it. But maybe not doing shows and stuff like that for so long, like they go back and maybe like see those songs or the sounds like man just like you said like man I really love this sound like what can I do with it now like how can I make another song that kind of sounds like this but different and then you get obviously like stuff like this.
yeah. But let's get back into it. Where are
All
you
right,
at?
136.
136. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ankles giving me out, swollen up and dark blue. I fucked it up in November, too broke for the doctors, trying to make do. I don't feel any break there in the bone, so I'm just letting it go. I'm sick of smelling like kitchen grease, can't get it out of my clothes. waking back up. Keep trying to leave. Enough is enough. I'm out on my feet. I'm waking back up.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
DRB, let me go cry real quick. Jesus Christ, dude.
Well,
Oh
the
my
thing I
god.
like is it seems like not just a song is like going back to their roots, but a lot of this video seems to be like old like concert and show footage that from like their early days, and just kind of it seems to like almost catalog like their journey to where they're at now,
Yeah.
or kind of remembering where they came from. As it like a new viewer has someone who's never heard of the band or seen anything from them. That's the kind of feel that I get from it, and I like it. Like I like the old like we ain't got enough pixels for this video we're showing. But no, that was really good. Like I
Yeah.
like that. It was like really good, like pop punk feel song.
Yeah.
100%.
It was like, oh my god. That's the way that you like explained it earlier, was like it's like they revisited their old sound and was like, we're more talented now. What can we do to make that better without
Yeah.
like changing it completely? And like it's what they did with that song.
Mhm.
And like I feel like I'm going back to like Bamboozle, and like I just
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about like my future. I don't care about like next week. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, just
You're
take
just
me
in the
back.
moment.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah,
good.
And like I remember everyone, like a lot of people will say this, and I used to too. Like I used to be one of those people that like if a band that I really liked or an artist would like change like from like rock or something to like pop, and be like, oh my god, they sold out and stuff like that. And then like as I gotten older and less cringe, like I've gotten to the point where I'm like, they're artists. Like
Yeah.
it's their music, and they have to have the freedom to experiment with these sounds. And I think it's important because I think a perfect example is like Kid Cudi, right?
Mhm.
Like Kid Cudi went and like he did his kind of, I wouldn't say it was like rap, it was definitely like hip hop ish sound. And then he tried out like doing like a rock album and like making a band that people were kind of like iffy on. And then he came back with a new like hip hop album, and it was like incredible. And it very much took the things I think that he learned, like trying different sounds, and he made a great album from it. And I think that's really the advantageous part of artists dabbling in different sounds and trying different stuff, is you grow as an artist. Like every single genre of music can lend something to yours regardless of what it is. Period.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool that you said that they had been like trying out new stuff, and then they came out with this. And clearly it's very much akin to their old sound, but obviously they've learned a lot from what they had experimented with and brought it to this. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it paid off for me. It's the first time I heard it. I like it.
Awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, it's just, oh man, it's like like the old videos and stuff like that. It was like somebody just like balled up nostalgia and just like threw it in your face real quick.
Reminds me of the videos we used to make when we lived in Maryland.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll end it there. I hope that there's a new album either out already and I don't know about it, or like there's one in the works right now. So I'll definitely have to look into that. But yeah, we'll close it out. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Goodbye.